Hook. What if a single misstep in the Strait of Hormuz could disrupt global trade, sparking a crisis that would be felt worldwide? The U.S. claims Iran is struggling to locate mines in this critical waterway, and the implications are dire. Let's dive into the details of this developing story. Context. The Strait of Hormuz is one of the busiest shipping lanes in the world, with millions of barrels of oil passing through it every day. The U.S. has a significant naval presence in the region, and the relationship between the U.S. and Iran has been tense for decades. Recent events have escalated these tensions, and the mine situation is just the latest development in a long-standing conflict. Main point 1. The U.S. claims that Iran has been laying mines in the Strait of Hormuz, but is now struggling to locate them. This has raised concerns about the safety of ships passing through the area, and the potential for a catastrophic accident. The U.S. has warned Iran to remove the mines, but so far, there has been no response. The situation is precarious, and the world is watching with bated breath. Main point 2. The implications of this development are far-reaching. If Iran is indeed struggling to locate its own mines, it raises questions about the country's ability to secure its own borders. This could embolden other nations in the region to take a more aggressive stance, leading to a destabilization of the entire area. The U.S. is walking a fine line, trying to balance its own interests with the need to maintain regional stability. Main point 3. The role of the U.S. in the region is critical. As a global superpower, the U.S. has a responsibility to maintain the security of the Strait of Hormuz. But the U.S. also has its own interests to consider, including the protection of its naval vessels and the safeguarding of global trade. The situation is complex, and the U.S. must tread carefully to avoid escalating the conflict further. The world is waiting to see how the U.S. will respond to this developing crisis. Conclusion. The situation in the Strait of Hormuz is grave, and the world is holding its breath. The U.S. and Iran are locked in a standoff, and the implications of this development are far-reaching. As the situation continues to unfold, one thing is clear: the security of the Strait of Hormuz is of utmost importance, and the world must come together to ensure that this critical waterway remains safe and secure. CTA. Thanks for watching. If you want to stay up to date on the latest developments in the Middle East and the Strait of Hormuz, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell to turn on notifications. We'll be bringing you in-depth analysis and expert insights as the situation continues to unfold.